It is currently the 13th of December, 2023. The big topic today is our Invest 91W, continuing to show signs of convection, trying to develop around that broad circulation out here towards the south of Guam. North of that, high pressure continue to remain in play, and we have our latest cold surge midweek here moving across Japan, but it's late week that there's another surge that's going to be setting up, really kind of interacting with that low pressure area. I'll talk about that in a second. Big thanks for everybody on our Facebook page here. Shared a couple photos. It's out of Siargao, Eileen. Thank you very much for sending that in. Also another shot from Dave out of Siargao. Look at that beach view. Remember, if you want to share some photos, you can message me on Facebook or share them on our Western Pacific weather site as well. All right, let's take a look at our high pressure area, and there's that big burst of convection south of Guam. This is very far south, and that's really leading to the potential of this just kind of being this broad circulation moving off towards the west as we go ahead through late week and into the weekend. If it does edge a little bit further towards the north, though, that's when we can start to see a little bit of interaction with some Coriolis and maybe start to see this wrap up. But look at the last few frames right in there, kind of trying to see that broad circulation spinning here just around Chuuk towards the south of Guam. If this continues on that track over the next 24 hours, then we're really going to continue to lead into that potential for a low pressure area or even a tropical depression developing out here. Here's what the ECMWF guidance, our operational model, showing this kind of trying to wrap up but staying very far south. Big old fat high pressure area towards the Ogasawara Islands, across the Mariana Islands, and really that is going to keep anything from developing here on that westward track and really heading out towards southeastern Visayas, Mindanao for sure. Yap and Palau, increase in rain showers Friday, Saturday, and even over towards Sunday. That's even if we get a storm or not. You're going to definitely see an increase in that precipitation. But you can see right here, watch our friends from Leyte, Samar, northeastern Mindanao, including out here in the Siargao. You're going to see that increase. So here's Friday, low pressure area, Yap, Palau, for sure. Watch the moisture push overhead. Heavy rainfall, thunderstorms, probably gale force winds as well, because you have that interaction with our high pressure towards the north, really increasing that pressure gradient. And then winds are going to start to pick up with a cold surge over the weekend. Look at this. This is Sunday. You got a high pressure area trying to ridge in across parts of Okinawa, even over towards Taiwan. And that interaction with that high coming in our broad low pressure area, even if this is a typhoon or not, is going to create this large pressure gradient of winds here extending from Mindanao all the way out towards northeastern Luzon, and that includes an increase in winds at most into northeastern Mindanao and southeastern Visayas. But this is the other issue. If this setup was to take place over the weekend into Monday, as this low pressure area comes through and interacts with a high pressure towards the north, this would for sure increase rainfall to the point I would be talking about that threat of flooding in these specific areas because of a training effect that would take place. Here's a look at some of the ensembles, the guidance with spaghetti plots with ECMWF and the GFS, both concurring in a low pressure area, at the very least coming across the southern half of the Philippines, but I would say probably a tropical depression, maybe even a tropical storm, if this particular setup continues to take place. Here we go with the rainfall accumulation edging further and further towards the west, and just really starting to see that increase by the weekend from Yap and Palau. Then eventually, as I mentioned, that would head into southeastern areas up at the now, including Siargao, where, yes, Sunday, Monday, increase in rainfall with that cloud cover for sure. Temperatures would not get that warm either. But at that point, you wouldn't really be worried about the temperatures. It would be all about the increase in that precipitation, even that threat of some flooding for a few of you out here. And same over towards Cebu, Sunday and the Monday, obviously an increase in precip as this broad area of low pressure tracks overhead, tropical storm or not. It still would be definitely some heavy rainfall. At this point, though, intensity definitely highly uncertain. But I think at this time, I really want to continue to not only monitor it, but I think if you were out here and you at least prepare for that threat of flooding. This graphic's pretty cool. So interesting, at least from a meteorological perspective. Temperature gradient. So this is just your air temperature here. Watch how our latest cold surge is coming down, but watch this next one, and then here's your broad area of circulation. So that cold surge is going to be thrusting this cooler air in, and even going to dive into northern areas of Luzon, the higher elevations across Luzon, including places like Baguio, could be down into the single digits overnight low type temperatures there with this cold surge on Sunday. But it's that interaction with that temperature gradient, very sharp contrast between that and here, and thus helping to increase that pressure gradient wind. So that's why I'm saying, even if we just have a tropical depression, still going to be broad wind field with this over the weekend into next week, and a lot of rainfall. So I'm going to keep you posted on what does develop out here. But as always, huge thanks for everybody on Patreon who continues to support this channel. I truly mean it, and I think now more than ever, if you guys are even remotely thinking about signing up, please do check it out. It really does go a long way. And yeah, as always, though, thanks for watching. And number one thing, of course, is stay safe out there, friends. Hope you have a safe day and a good day.